all living in our
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight we march to the finish of Week 12 with a strong Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone, and he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. And his first look is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Seattle.
Got it. 22 needle.
Now Lance on the option right. Back to Walker on first down. There he goes, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Green jacket. Drill green.
A Lance again here on 2nd and 10. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now a play fake here on first down. The football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. And the Rams at 500, sitting at 5-5. And Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Watch out now, 52. One shot.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with career touchdown number 75. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start by running the option to the right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Blue, go. Rail, yellow.
The Lance going to throw. This is the tight end Fant. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2.
Hey, blue. Black open. Blue, black. 6, measure. Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Let's go now.
2nd and 9.
Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play. Looked like they might have been thinking safety with that pressure off the edge instead of worrying about the running back.
I like the observation because many defenses in that situation actually have get a safety in their play call. Upfield penetration, try and trap him in the backfield. Instead, absolutely escaped and fled for huge yardage on that play.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw, and that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 60 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's now 2nd and 19.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're going to look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Slide through. Guard red. Ready.
Here's Lance. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. This 2nd and 4.
Cowboy 80. Go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big pickup at 38.
Now, back in my old days, before college, I played a little bit of offense. I used to love to pitch the ball to my backs. How about that pitch right on that play?
Yeah, going right. People run to the right more than to the left, don't they, in real life and in video games?
That is true. A lot of offenses constructed to run to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Those big tackles, usually your power blockers.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Well, it looks like they'll move things around here. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside to the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the